So I apologize for the condition of my voice. I don't usually sound like this, but I have a bad cold. Okay, and with all due respect to Diana and Paul, I do want to make a case for an alternative to MOOCs. And so what I'm going to be talking about right now isn't something that is in existence, but rather something that has yet to be developed, something that would require input from all of us. I want to make this proposal in part because MOOCs have dominated our thinking about online education, with some MOOC platforms, such as Coursera, setting the terms of the debate. At the same time, there's also been a significant amount of criticism, pretty much well covered by the media. So I've included 3 articles from the Chronicle of Higher Education. First, about faculty at San Jose State refusing to use the MOOC offered by Michael Sandel. Second one, about Mitchell Denier, a Princeton sociologist who has taught a MOOC to 40,000 students, leaving Coursera over the licensing of his material. And finally, most recently, about Stanford also trying to develop a competing platform. Since Yale's contract, even though it's a non-exclusive contract, its contract is with Coursera, this is what I'll be concentrating on. And I should be upfront about my misgivings, as Lucas mentioned. They have to do not only with what I've been reading, but also with the fact that I have a website, a course website, an experiment in online education that cannot be fitted into the Coursera format. I'll get to that in a minute. But for now, just let me talk about 3 pedagogic concerns that often come up regarding Coursera. First, and I think this is what people worry about the most, it is for profit. It does have a financial obligation towards its investors, and it does seem committed to a vision of higher education that would allow state legislatures to cut costs and perhaps also cut funding for public universities. Secondly, because Coursera is a MOOC platform, education done on a massive scale, its courses do come in a convenient, prepackaged format. Finally, and this follows from the previous point, because this is distance learning, it tends to be at the expense of on-site faculty and face-to-face local interactions. In light of all of this, I'd like to propose an alternative to Coursera and to MOOCs in general. We can call it any number of things, but for now I'm just going to call it by its generic name, open source platform. As its name indicates, it's not for profit. It has no prepackaged format. Instead, it is just a digital environment that can be used by multiple audiences at different educational levels, working at their own pace and remixing the material as they see fit under the Creative Commons BY-NC-SA license. Its commitment is to local input, collaboration, improvisation. So what exactly is this? I forgot to show you the slides. This BY-NC-SA license, the 3 acronyms pretty much sum up the conditions for use. by, it requires proper attribution. Any use of the material will have to carry the acknowledgement that it is by so-and-so. Secondly, NC, non-commercial. It will not allow the material to be used by any for-profit entity. And finally, SA, share alike. Any work resulting from the use of the material will have to be distributed under a similar non-commercial license. To give you a sense of what a course based on this, how do I open? Yeah. Okay. This is good. To give you a sense of what the course developed on Creative Commons might look like, I'd like to turn to my own course, American Literature in the World. It is currently a senior seminar, but starting next year, it's actually going to be a freshman seminar because the material is pretty broad and non-technical. And even though it's an undergraduate course, it has opened up a number of possibilities for graduate teaching. Currently, it supports a graduate conference sponsored by the Carnegie Library, the Graduate School, and 10 academic departments. Last year, the 12 presenters of the conference came from all over the country, from public and private universities from the East Coast, Midwest, West Coast. In addition, let me show you the conference last year. Can't seem to get to it. Well, you go and look it up. I can't seem to get to the participants. In addition to this conference, the website also has a blog, a Facebook page. Show you the Facebook page. So here's the Facebook page. And
what did you want to go to?
I want to, go back to this. So how do I close this?
What would you like to go to?
Well, I just want to look at a little bit of this and then go back.
Okay.
So it has a conference, a blog, a Facebook page, wiki articles written primarily by undergraduates. Okay, so this is the person who's most responsible for writing the wiki articles. He's not an English major. He's an economics major, and for the past 2 years, he's worked as an intern at McKinsey and Company. So this is a very unusual writer of wiki articles, but I take pride in the fact that it's not just English literature people who will be contributing to this. And it has course material. I'm just going to show you the two syllabi, the syllabi for American literature in the world. And then a course that is going to be taught in the spring, a literature and film course called A Private Eye, taught by Paul Grimstead and Alan Trachtenberg. And we've also put that syllabus on the website as well. So this is something that we're working on now, making sure that if they want to, other faculty can also put the course material on the American Literature in the World website. In that spirit, we'll also be developing 3 longer-term projects, all of which will require collaboration. The first is the Media Lab. Is in collaboration with Dean Robin Ladouceur and Trip of the Graduate School and Trip Kirkpatrick ITS to showcase digital humanities projects by faculty and students. Secondly, we are also putting together a print anthology that's edited by myself, 2 graduate students, and an undergraduate, Kyle Hustler. And then we also have a public humanities component, and it's in development, as you can see. But we hope to have a New Haven food festival because a lot of the material in American literature in the world has to do with food. So we thought it would be good to have a food festival featuring food trucks. And then something that's going to take a little more work, an alternative to incarceration program, which would involve juvenile delinquents reading a text together, and then writing a song, producing artwork, or putting on a play based on that text, and in exchange for reduced prison sentences, and we'll record an archive and digitize an archive, all of that. So, as evidenced by American literature in the world, to open As evidenced by American Literature in the World, the open source platform has a number of benefits not available from a MOOC platform. It is usable by multiple audiences. It provides an occasion for undergraduates, graduate students, other faculty, libraries, art galleries, as well as ITS to work together. And finally, its outreach to the rest of the world is matched by its outreach to the local community. Of course, the open source platform doesn't have the marketing power that Coursera does, but it can build up a modest and sustainable audience over the years. It can be accessed through multiple platforms, through its own course website and Facebook page, through YouTube and iTunes, and I hope also through a central portal that will feature all of the different components of Yale's online education, including Open Yale courses, Coursera courses, and then this open source platform, which should put Yale in a pretty unique position in the debate on MOOCs.